So welcome, my name is Jeremmy Nyagah, a sales consultant at Vida Homes at Garden City. Today we're going to be discussing about the due diligence on purchasing a property or an apartment. One of the things that you want to look at is the developer. The company that you're buying into, you want to see who are these people, because buying a property comes with an emotional attachment to it. And you want to find out if the developer has certifications, if they are allowed to practice. You want to find out what their past experiences have been, if they've been able to promise on a product and deliver within the given timelines. You want to consider the location. We have had an emergence of high rises coming up, and you want to buy a product in a well master planned area where you do not have a lot of properties coming up. So that is another thing you want to find out, the address of where you're purchasing the product. Do you have security? Do you have the infrastructure? Do you have lifestyle living where you have connectivity to employment nodes? For example, here in Kenya, we have the Nairobi CBD, we have Kilimani, and we also have places like Upper Hill, which are employment nodes, and the address where you're buying into should give you that connectivity to these specific areas. So now that you know about the developer and you know about the location, which is the address, the third thing that you need to ask for is a disclosure. You need to ask the developer to give you the titles that come with it, the lease agreements, so that you understand where you're buying into, so that if you're working with a legal professional, then they can also go ahead and do the due diligence on where the property sits. The other thing that you want to consider and do thorough diligence on is the functionality of that unit. Now you have two types of buyers. You have the home owners, and you have the rental yields that come with it. So you need to see the functionality of that unit. Is it a place where you can rent? Is it up to the market standards? Is it a place that you yourself you can live into? So the other thing that you need to consider are the finishes. So we are having a lot of emerging trends coming up with the kind of finishes that are being used by developers. And so you need to check on the finishes that come with the unit. Are they durable? Is it long lasting? Are they up to standards? So finishes come as a very huge component in the functionality of that particular unit. Now that you know about the developer, you know about the disclosure, the address, and the finishes that come with the unit, you want to understand outside the apartment. So that talks about the amenities. So you want to have a place, or you want to buy into a place where you have the work, live, and play kind of an environment. So do you have a gym around there where you can do your fitness? Do you have a swimming pool? Do you have green spaces? Do you have stores nearby? And so that is one thing that you want to look into, where you have an eco-friendly environment, because nowadays we're looking at people wanting to live in a mixed-use development, which are things that here at Vida we do. So that is part of the things that you would also want to do your due diligence on. Having discussed all those points, we will go into the statutory fees that come with purchasing a unit. Now, the government also comes in handy when you're purchasing. So you also need to understand or tell your real estate agent to provide you with all these other charges that come with purchasing a unit. And that will help you make a determination on where your affordability is, and how you can actually take care of these fees and at what time they should be paid. Having said that, then there is also the issue of the service charges. How much are you paying for all these facilities that come with it? So this is where you ask questions like, do you have a professional management company? And that is some of the things that when you're doing your due diligence, you need to ask. For more on this, you can visit our website or call us on the numbers below.